Good evening. I'm approximately about 550 days already doing TMAD, 2 meals a day, and about 7 months of doing 1 meal a day. And some people ask me, what is better, doing 2 meals a day or doing 3 meals a day? Before I answer that question, let me tell you first the benefits of doing intermittent fasting. So first and foremost, for me, the benefit of doing intermittent fasting is it lowers down your insulin level. Lowering down your insulin level is very, very important because that's what our body wants. Our body don't like to always spiking your insulin. Remember, every time we eat, we spike our insulin, whether it's low carb or high carb. It still triggers our insulin. So if you eat 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 times a day, always spiking your insulin. And what does that mean? Always telling your cells that, oh, here comes a glucose, please take it. Insulin is like a key to open the cells so that he will deliver this glucose for energy. The cells always say, okay, where's the glucose? Okay, I'll take it. And then after some time, still burning. And then here comes another glucose. Okay, I'll take it. And here comes another glucose. Every time you eat, always taking those glucose until after some time, your cells will resist. Oh, it's too much already. And they start to close. And that's the time you get insulin resistance. This is what happened to people who are diabetes or even hypertension, So when your cells resist insulin, it means it's too much already. That's why the body don't like you to keep eating frequently, eating as many times as you can every day. The body don't like that one. Especially if you have a sedentary life where you don't burn so much and you keep on eating, it's very bad. Intermittent fasting limit your eating period. And also, this gives you your body time to digest, to burn those glucose, burn those macronutrients that you eat. Of course, the first is it helps lower down your insulin level. Second, it increases growth hormone, which is an anti-aging hormone. It's good for repair. And third, it increases the resistance to stress. And fourth, it promotes the so-called autophagy. Autophagy means self-eating, where your body has time to recycle and repair those old proteins, those old organelles, and replace them for a new one. You can just imagine, it's just like a person who always go for overtime work. I get this an example because I was once working 12 hours, sometimes 15 hours, 16 hours a day during holidays way back 2017. You know what happened? I go home late at night. I leave early in the morning. And I don't have time to wash my clothes. I don't have time to fix many things in my backyard. I don't have time to fix my bed even. That's what happened to our body. If you keep on eating and eating every day, 3, 4 times, 5 times, 6 times, 7 times a day, your body have no time to repair itself. You put a lot of junk in your body that you don't utilize them properly. One important thing, by the way, in intermittent fasting is when you fast, you give enough time for your body to deplete all those glucose, reserve energy from your cells, from your liver, and tap those fats, especially those fats around your belly. Everybody don't want to have a belly fat, actually. Everybody wants to have a flat belly, right? And the best way to tap that one is, aside from exercise, is intermittent fasting or prolonged fasting. You cannot even get rid of that by just simply exercising. The best, quickest way to tap those one is, because what happened is our body cannot tap those fats in your belly until it depletes those reserve energy, reserve glucose, glycogen from your liver. And also, it helps repair a lot of things in your body, especially your gut. Of course, you're not digesting for some time. So what happens if you have leaky gut? It starts to repair. If you have SIBO, it helps deal with your SIBO. And also, it helps increase new neurons in your brain. Okay, so what's the benefits? What's the desired intermittent fasting that we do? Which is better, TMAD or OMAD? Of course, if you're still starting, it's always good to start for 12 hours. And then you increase that as you go along. It depends on your capability. Let's say, for example, from 6 p.m., you stop eating already, you have to have early dinner or 7 p.m. and then start to have breakfast at 6 or 7 a.m. in the morning. And then if you can do that, you increase it to 13 hours, 14 hours until you just have lunch and dinner. And then later on, just have one meal a day. For me, I always do it in the dinner time. When I go to work, I don't bring any lunch, I don't bring any breakfast, just bring water and then have my one meal in the evening. So what are the difference? Of course, for me, one meal a day is better. Why? Because autophagy only takes place if you do at least 18 hours and above. At least 24 hours, 20 to 24 hours, autophagy kicks in, wherein your body starts to repair and recycle all proteins and those damaged organelles, damaged cells. It's just like a cleaning. It cleans those unnecessary dysfunctional cells in our body. But it depends on your activity. If you are an athlete or if you are a hardworking person physically and you are on your normal weight, probably one meal a day may not be a good option for you. Why? Because you're gonna lose weight. You're gonna be underweight. Let's say if you're burning 2,000 calories or more a day and you just do one meal a day, I think you cannot eat a 2,000 calorie in one sitting only. Of course, if you're burning more than what you eat, then what happens? You're gonna burn whatever's in your body. If you are in your normal weight, then you're gonna lose weight. But if you are overweight or have a goal of losing weight, or if you have diabetes or hypertension or some other chronic diseases, I think it's good to do one meal a day, the longer, so that let's say, for example, those fats, if you're overweight, right, especially those belly fats, very, very important to burn these belly fats. Those are reserve energy actually, and the only way you can burn them is when the glycogen or the reserve energy in your liver is already depleted. That's the only time that you can burn those fats around your belly. While you still have some reserve in your liver, you cannot burn them. You cannot burn your belly fats. It takes 10, 12, or even longer, depending on your activity, to deplete those reserve energy from your liver before you tap into those belly fats. That's why one meal a day is effective, because it takes at least 18 to 24 hours before it taps that one. And also, for recycling purposes, if you want to really be healthy, one meal a day or alternate daily fasting, wherein you eat for, let's say, today, and tomorrow you will fast, and then the following day you will eat again, so that it will be longer, 24 or even more, or about 36 hours, something like that. Autophagy effect is better rather than just simply doing 18 hours or 16 hours. It depends on your goal. But even though if you are in your normal weight and you are working hard or an athlete, I suggest you do periodic prolonged fasting or alternate day fasting. Our goal is to have a longer fast so that autophagy will take place, so that repairs and recycling will take place. It's just like our house. If you don't clean your house once in a while, what happens? You can see some dust and dirt everywhere, and you are not comfortable living in your house, right? So even though you're in your normal weight, even you're healthy, it would be great if you don't do intermittent fasting, at least you do a periodic prolonged fasting let's say in a year, you can do twice 3-day fasting. Or it depends on what you like, 2 day, 3 days, or even the 7 days fasting in a year, either once or twice, for recycling, for like general cleaning of your body. You have to remember that the only time that our body has time to repair your body is when you focus all your energy there. Because what happens is, if you keep eating, the energy of your body will prioritize digesting and sorting out those foods that you eat and distributing to different parts of your body and burning. While he's still doing that, you eat again. Oh, he has to deal with that again. No? And then you eat again, he has to deal with that again. So he has not enough time to repair whatever is wrong in our body. Our body has self-repair mechanism, and our body cannot do its function well to make you healthy if you always eat 3, 4, 5, 7 times a day. That is the reason why those ancestors of ours who just depend on whatever they can eat a day, there are times that they don't have a catch. When they wake up, they have to travel a mile or two to find something to eat. When they catch some animal or some fruits or vegetables, it takes some time for them to prepare also to eat. So by the time they eat, maybe already 12, 1 o'clock or 2 o'clock. And then when it starts to get dark, for them, it's time to sleep. So they only have a few hours for them to eat. Unlike during our time, there's no more scarcity of food. So don't worry about what you eat tomorrow. Intermittent fasting is really very beneficial for our health. Okay, so I think that answers that question. And I hope to see you in my next video. And please don't forget to subscribe, okay? God bless.